All right, motherfuckers, this is Master Marks, and I'm coming back with another motherfucking goddamn video. And today's video is just simply titled, we're just going to get straight into the point. Shout out to the AEW pack smokers. Get straight into the point. Today's video is simply titled, Bret Hart is a crybaby. He's a crybaby. He's like CM Skunk. Bret the crybaby Hart. Bret the crying ass nigga Hart. Bret Hart is a fucking crybaby. He's been a crybaby his whole fucking career. And he's so bitter. And it's just like, the one thing about it is, Goldberg shouldn't be taken out of the Hall of Fame. What happened to Bret Hart was an unfortunate thing to happen. But that is just the wrestling business and how shit goes. Goldberg was green as hell. He was green as fuck in the ring. So, if anything, you should be blaming who put Goldberg in the ring if he was super green at that point in time. I don't even know if he was considered super green at that point in time. But, I mean, that shit happened so fucking long ago, man. It's just to the point where, like, and I see this being something that happens to CM Punk in the future, too. Like, at some point in time, you guys in the wrestling business, the shit that happens to y'all really gotta fucking, like, move past that. Like, y'all shouldn't, y'all was young when y'all was mad. Y'all was mad and young. And now y'all old as fucking young. You see what happened in fucking Draws with D'Lo Brown? Do you think Draws is still mad at D'Lo Brown about that shit? No. He moved forward. Because that's what you're supposed to do in life. You're not supposed to hold a grudge for the rest of your fucking life because it'll never get you any further. That's what holds Bret Hart back. Because he sit there and he hold on to all of these things that has happened in the past and he never moves forward. Bret Hart, you gotta fucking move forward. You're supposed to be somebody that these wrestlers used to look up to, like FTR and CM Skunk and all these stank-ass skanks. And that's the reason why they act like that, because they get that shit from you. That crybaby mentality. That I deserve this. I am owed this. Well, guess what, Bret Hart? You really wasn't good on the mic. You was decent in the ring. And you're not better than Shawn Michaels. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm sick and tired of it, man. It's like, it seemed like all the fucking time, every time I see Bret Hart's name come up, it's never anything positive. It's always some negative ass, cry baby ass, fucking jobber bitch shit. Bret Hart, you're a legend. You have a legacy. Why are you still worried about shit from the past? Your wrestling career is over. Goldberg is not going to be taken out of the WWE Hall of Fame. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Like, you literally just act like a fucking SJW. Like, you know, there was wrestlers that I used to think was cool people until I started to see how much of fucking SJWs they are. Like fucking Mick Foley. I totally look at Mick Foley differently than I looked at Mick Foley when he was in the ring. Or even like fucking 5 years ago. I looked at Mick Foley differently. Because it's like, you wrestlers come from an era where y'all didn't take shit and y'all didn't deal with shit. And now, what y'all do instead of fucking fighting for whatever, y'all just fucking complain and fucking pander to the fucking Twitter fans. People on Twitter aren't relevant in your real life. That's the internet. It's the internet. I don't know how many times I gotta fucking say this. Like that crying and shit and oh, well, woe is me and this person should be taken out of the Hall of Fame. Why? Because of you? Why? Because of your neck or your back or whatever the fucking injury was? Bret Hart, that was fucking 20-something years ago. 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago. Let it go. Quit crying on the fucking internet. And these news stations, these wrestling news fucking motherfuckers who pander to people on Twitter. The motherfuckers who pussy and pander. Act like pussies and pander to the fucking Twitter fans. Like Bret Hart, nobody's taking... Oh my God. You know, the wrestling business is starting to really get on my fucking nerves. These old wrestlers, it's time for y'all to shut the fuck up. Y'all are not relevant no more. Nobody gives a fuck about y'all no more. Your career is over. Get old, enjoy your grandkids, and die like everybody else does. That's how it fucking works. You don't have to be on the internet still playing the woe is me game 20-something years later. That's like if Bret Hart was still talking about getting screwed over by Shawn Michaels. Let that shit go. That's the reason why a lot of people in this world, lives can never get better, because they hold on to shit that's been happened to them in the past that is no longer fucking relevant. Let it go. Let the shit go. There are plenty of people who've been in the wrestling business whose career has ended due to a botch, due to somebody working too stiff, due to a lot of fucking things. And at the end of the day, that is just the price you pay when you risk your body in a fake fucking sport. That's the price you pay. Sometimes shit like that happens and it's unfortunate and it fucking sucks. But to the point where you think somebody needs to be taken out of the Hall of Fame, or they need to lose all of their fame, or they still owe you something almost 30 fucking years later, that shit is not the fucking case. Get over it. It's time to move fucking forward, Bret Hart. It's time to move forward. It's time to let it go, and it's time to let that shit be the past. This has been Master of Marks. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, comment, tell us if you hate us, tell us if you love us. Tell us if you're tired of hearing Bret Hart and CMPUNK and fucking Paige and all these fucking crybaby ass wrestlers like Mick Foley and all those fuckers complain on the internet. Fuck Tony Khan. Fuck CMPUNK. Fuck Paige. Fuck Bret Hart. He ain't as good as fucking Shawn Michaels. I'm out this bitch. Like,